I found someone who only promotes pyramid schemes. His entire career, nothing but pyramid schemes. He's been paid tens of millions of dollars and sued numerous times. Nick Saban became the best recruiter at Alabama after reading this guy's book on recruiting. I've watched him give speeches to large venues. The only other place I see this many idiots hollering and screaming is outside Madison Square Garden after the Knicks win a second-round playoff series. The man, addicted to giving value, has led a career with no substance and only lawsuits. He's the only influencer I've seen that gives Dean Graziosi a run for his money on how many self-help rants he produces on podcasts without anything tangible. The man we're talking about is Alex Morton, the GOAT of promoting pyramid schemes. With over 1.1 million followers on Instagram, Alex has built a pretty big social media following. Social media has allowed for self-help prosperity preachers like Alex to thrive. Something I didn't know was that Alex has been promoting pyramid schemes for over a decade, switching teams immediately before his current MLM gets shut down for operating as a pyramid scheme. Making this story even more interesting was realizing that Alex has switched teams again right before the iMarketsLive complaint, which has been his MO his entire career. He's running the same playbook right in front of us.
So how do you foster a culture of love and trust? Well, guess what? Always tell the truth.
Ah, yes, tell the truth, Alex. This is an ironic post coming from someone whose career is built on omitting the truth.
Yeah. Because I became the youngest and fastest ever to make $1 million in, whatever, network marketing.
What point was that? How old were you?
24.
24, that's
24
awesome.
years old, right?
This is the story of the Michael Jordan of MLMs and promoting pyramid schemes, Alex Morton. The description begins with favorite shape, with the pyramids behind him. The reason why these MLMs that Alex are in become pyramid schemes is for two reasons. Number one, the people he recruits to help sell the product ultimately realize that you can only make money by recruiting more people into the scheme. Number two, there is very little retail interest in the product. A significant number of product sales come from the people joining and having to buy the product every month to stay in the company as a distributor. Alex will speak on stage about how great the product is or how great the Forex education is, but the only people buying the products are the distributors who see this as an opportunity to make money by recruiting people and getting a cut of their commissions. Alex posted this image of old tweets of his and a note about starting his MLM journey in February 2011. The first product he began pushing was Vemma, but how he got there is really hilarious and indicative of how money is all that matters for Alex.
I am just about to turn 21. My dad calls me from Columbus, Ohio. I'm at ASU in Tempe, Arizona. Hey, there's this guy. He gave me some health products. Okay. I feel really good on these health products. I know you don't care about the products, but there's a money-making opportunity. I want you to go meet with this guy. His name is Marty.
His wording is so incredibly hilarious. Even his dad knew that Alex didn't care if the product was any good, only that he could make some money, baby.
I go to the game. I meet with Marty. I'm like, it's too good to be true. Sounds like one of those pyramid things, bullshit, scam. And I say no for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Okay.
And then one day he calls me. He goes, Alex, I'm doing an event in Phoenix tonight. I'm like, whatever. He goes, I'm bringing with me a guy. He's 25 years old. He earns $10,000 every single week in the business. And I was like, say that one more time.
Alex is like the dude who hears a girl has 16 red flags, but then is told that she wants to sleep with him. All of the warning signs are thrown out the window when he finds out he can make some money.
Okay, so your initial thoughts, right? You're saying, okay, sounds like a pyramid thing, scheme, scam. Am I gonna get screwed over? So what changed in that sense?
See, seeing is believing.
Okay.
I saw someone, I could touch this guy's arm. I could see the money in the bank account.
This is the biggest fallacy these pyramid schemers make. The business model is a scam and they believe it's a scam. But then when they see someone making money, they think it's no longer a scam. They're falsely equating making money with not a scam, but nothing has changed about the MLM business model. The people making money are doing so because they have a big downline of distributors, not because they help get the product into grocery stores or Walmart.
So I invited 50 friends over to my house at ASU a year ago when I was making $0 a month, okay? 25 told me they'd show up, only 10 friends came. Out of the 10, 6 said, you're crazy, you're nuts, it's illegal, it's a scam. My mom says those don't work. My dad's a businessman, which to me doesn't even make sense. Everyone's a freaking businessman these days.
Leveraging the trust of your friends and close acquaintances in order to monetize that friendship is the cruel underbelly of how MLMs grow. How most legitimate businesses grow is through access to capital. If you're limited in capital at the moment, then today's sponsor Revenued is perfect for you. The Revenued FlexLine lets you access working capital on demand with no origination, maintenance, or draw fees. Revenued's FlexLine is the best option for business owners looking to access flexible working capital fast. This is instant access of capital straight to your bank account or through the Revenued business card. Approvals for funding are based on your business revenue and not personal credit, so no worries if your credit score isn't where you'd like it to be. They are rated excellent on Trustpilot with hundreds of 5-star reviews from business owners who relied on Revenued to keep their business thriving. They know you need a solution now, so they make the process fast and easy. You can apply online and receive a funding decision in as little as an hour. They even created this flex line with the ability for you to only pay for the amount you use, and as your revenue increases, your spending limit increases as well. If you are in need of working capital for your business, check out Revenued today. Click the link in the description and apply today.
So my first company was energy drinks, vitamin supplements. Eventually we had a coffee, we had like an iced tea.
The company was called Vemma, which has since been shut down. Their sales numbers would make the company appear legitimate, but like most MLMs, a significant amount of their sales were from their distributors. Basically, their employees were the majority of their customers.
We turned basically 2 guys in a dorm room to 96,000 people over the next 4 years.
Notice how MLM people always talk about how many people they recruited as a sign of success. It's never about product sales, retail distribution, or quality of product.
No one makes money in those things, which is false, obviously. 4 signed up that night. 1 was Josh Noble, you guys heard from. We've turned 4 into over 3,000 now active. High school kids, college kids, a lot of adults, a couple athletes.
Parents out there, if your credit card has some unknown charges, just make sure your teenage kid isn't being influenced by Alex Morton to become a distributor of a health drink or Forex trading academy.
So the way it works, it's not sold in stores. You can't find it Safeway, Costco, Walmart, Target, Jeunnesse, you guys. It's not in stores. Okay, never will be. There's no billboards, magazine ads, commercials, NBA playoff commercials, none of that stuff, movie previews, none of that. It's all word of mouth advertising. Why?
This is because their business model is to get people in living rooms hearing about the opportunity to make money by joining the company. It's never about selling products to retail.
Marketing, building a huge organization. How big is the organization today?
About 15,000.
15,000 people and growing
And
rapidly.
growing, baby. We're growing.
I jokingly made a video a few years ago about why MLM was the best business model in the world. The pyramid structure means you collect commissions from the people you recruit and the people they recruit.
My dream is to help as many people as possible. I know yours is too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, a lot of people say that what I'm about to say, and they may or may not mean it, but like I genuinely do find fulfillment helping people. I really do.
I get so annoyed when people use the cliche, I love helping people. If you did, you'd spend your days volunteering or working for a nonprofit, barely making enough money to afford a shower. And because the statement, I love helping people, is so vague and incomplete, so I filled in the rest for him to make it an adequate statement. I, Alex Morton, help people become more broke by joining my opportunities. I enjoy helping 99.3% of people influenced by my sales pitch to be worse off financially than getting an entry-level job.
You know, I think a lot of people look at our industry and they think just a small percentage of people make it. Only a couple guys are making money. Only a couple, people are driving these fancy cars. And
yes, Alex, your company's income disclosure statements reveal that 99.3% of people would be better off financially getting an entry-level job, and you'll get to keep your friends and family.
hey, what's up, guys? This is Alex Morton, and I'll tell you what, congratulations on joining the Vemma family. Congratulations on making a great decision, okay, to take you to where you want to go in your life.
Around the time of that video, some negative press was coming Vemma's way. Vemma is under fire from critics in Ohio and other states who allege that the multi-level marketing program benefits too few of the young entrepreneurs, with some dropping out of college in financial straits. While Alex was promoting Vemma, it was declared a pyramid scheme in Italy. Then on January 1, 2016, Phoenix Mag released a blog post titled Big Scam on Campus, detailing how the walls were caving in on Vemma. Alex treats this industry like a giant escape room. Once the clock almost hits 0, he finds the escape route into a new MLM just in time and acts totally oblivious to the explosion happening behind him. In August 2015, the day finally came for the FTC to shut down Vemma, the pyramid scheme taking over college campuses. Vemma urges consumers to make an initial investment of $500 to $600 for an affiliate pack of products and business tools, buy $150 in Vemma products each month to remain eligible for bonuses, and enroll others to do the same. All the consumers are employees cosplaying as entrepreneurs. Imagine starting a new job and you are forced to buy the company's products every month to stay employed. Think of how stupid that sounds. Alex posted this screenshot of someone sending him a message about being scammed from joining Vemma. They declare they were only 15 years old when they joined. Alex has made tens of millions of dollars promoting pyramid schemes, so of course he would help the kid out, right? Hey man, so everything went through the court and Vemma was proved to not be a pyramid scheme. Alex will defend his scams until he's purple in the face. MLMs dance around the law's interpretation of a pyramid scheme because they do sell a product, but they get shut down because if it sounds like one, talks like one, and looks like one, it is one. Tom Alcazan was one of the biggest promoters for Vemma and closely associated with Alex. This is the stipulated order for permanent injunction and monetary judgment against him and his wife. They received a judgment of nearly $6.8 million and demanded $1.25 million within 7 days of the sale of their Carlsbad, California house. Alex likes to position himself as a wise philosopher, but he clearly isn't wise when it comes to court orders. It's not a pyramid scheme, yet they're getting shut down for operating like one. And there was this. Vemma reaches $238 million settlement with FTC company, agrees to a ban on pyramid scheme practices to settle charges. Alex started the description with a little comedy for your Monday while trying to expose a dude who was scammed at 15 years old by his company that was proven to be a pyramid scheme. Don't let all of this self-righteous BS fool you. Alex is as much of a wolf as a Wall Street trader with no morals. If Jordan Belfort wanted to break an ethical line, he'd go to Alex for advice.
Then I grew up and I realized that what we do is we help people obtain freedom. It's real, it's exciting, it's fun. We help you. We teach you what to do.
Alex didn't have the freedom he claims to have had. Once the Vemma lottery ticket was going down, he found himself unable to cope with his employer going belly up.
I mean, when I left my first company, it actually got temporarily shut down. And because I was the biggest name and catalyst for success, I got a lot of the, hate. So I'm getting blamed for a $300 million company getting shut down. Obviously, it wasn't one solo person,
Right.
I don't think Alex was the sole reason, but he had been promoting Vemma for years and talking about the financial freedom you'd have and how joining this opportunity would save you from that first world slavery thing called a job.
In that time frame, man, I'm spending more money every month than I'm making. I'm living in a Scottsdale, Arizona loft thing with a girl that turned into an ex-girlfriend. It wasn't the right person for me.
Okay.
I'm 35 pounds overweight. I'm getting attacked on social media every 15 seconds. Fuck. And I'm like, God, give me one more opportunity.
This was the Michael Jordan playing baseball era for Alex. He just needed to strike out a few times and come back to what he does best. It's not the 96 Bulls, it's selling pyramid schemes.
Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, this is Alex Morton coming to you live. And for the last 18 months, I've been approached by dozens of CEOs. So many industry leaders saying, Alex, we'll give you whatever you want. I wasn't impressed. So today, I am officially resigning from Vemma. And I'm joining a company that's gonna allow me to dream bigger, achieve much more, and help every single one of you get to that next level. This company's ready, and so am I.
And just like that, the GOAT is back in the arena, delivering sales pitches to high school kids and luring college kids into his living room to tell them about how they can make money selling skincare products. They have a line of products that you can buy in stores, but Alex's dad will tell you best. Alex doesn't care about the product, that's irrelevant. What matters most is the ability to make money recruiting. A few months after Alex joined Jeunnesse, Behind MLM wrote a great article about the company. They allege that true retail doesn't seem to exist in Jeunnesse, with affiliates instead encouraged to purchase product themselves and then resell it. Employees cosplaying as entrepreneurs and were the actual customers of the business. I have to give credit to Behind MLM for their posts about Alex. They are absolutely hilarious. Alex made this comment in green a few months before departing Vemma. When times got tough last year and some negative things hit us, I could have easily turned my back, taken an enormous fat check, and dipped. Like a lot of the leaders who I view as cowards, betrayal, weak-ass little children, excuse-making degenerates who leave companies for greener pastures when 99% it's not even green, they're just blind. If there's a legit reason to leave, I respect it, but most of the time it is a blame game crybaby party. Some people out there need to look up the word loyalty in the dictionary and understand you don't bite the hand that's fed you and your family for years. And then 3 weeks later, he left Vemma. Nothing to me is more important than family. Many of you can relate. I was raised in a family with a core set of values and beliefs. One of those values is called always taking the high road. Alex is a gold mine of an influencer, non-stop vacuous statements about loyalty and not betraying the person that helped make you successful, only to bounce to the next MLM the moment he needed to in order to escape the implosion and wreckage heading Vemma's way. In November 2017, a couple years after Alex joined the new opportunity, this Truth in Advertising post is released titled Expert Economist Declares Jeunnesse a Pyramid Scheme. What happens when negative media attention begins to circle the sewage of a company Alex is at? He looks for the next MLM. And of course, he needs to be listed as a defendant in a massive lawsuit before he can successfully complete the transition.
I just want to help people, man, just like you.
Yeah.
I just want to help people because
You really do.
Did Alex go volunteer or help people as he so often claims to want to do? Nope. He wanted to start pitching Forex.
dedication
So
thing.
I'm on sales, leadership, marketing, brand, speaking, like the front guy over here. And then on the back end are phenomenal world-class traders in the Forex space, the crypto space, the e-commerce space. We have a travel platform now where you save money on hotels and flights. Wow.
Around 2017, Alex joined iMarketsLive in what would become his biggest lottery ticket to date.
Yeah, Alex Morton, Executive Vice President of Sales, big into millionaire mindset.
Now that was, let's talk about that for a minute, because I called you and said, what the heck? He doesn't know anything about Forex. What's the deal?
Alex never cares about the product, he only cares about how much money he can make selling the opportunity to his downline. He was the executive vice president of sales for IML and was paid $76 million for his role with the company and a $10,000 a month budget for travel and entertainment expenses.
Best month you've ever had. Oh, shit. Can you say that?
Results aren't typical, results aren't guaranteed.
Yeah.
But north of 800 grand.
A month.
In a month.
It's 200 grand a week.
Yeah.
I made a video exposing iMarketsLive and the deceptive practices they utilize to generate $1.2 billion in revenue. If you haven't seen it, basically the FTC just filed a massive lawsuit against them and Alex was listed as a defendant like he always is. In preparing for that video, I watched a couple of his interviews, curious to see what he would do next, maybe retire, maybe show some remorse for always being involved in a scam. Then I accidentally stumbled onto this Instagram post of a Gen Z kid who looks like he wants to sell you a course on dropshipping. Written in the description, he's the mentor to our mentor, and the fact that he's making the shift to Jifu tells me one thing: something big is happening. I thought those words "making a shift" sounded like he was about to join another MLM. Could Alex be doing it again just as his previous company is blown up in litigation?
What's going on? Hey, this is Alex Morton, entrepreneur and best-selling author here, and I'm excited to be partnered up with Lifestyle Mastery Group. Let me tell you something. I've looked at this website, I've looked at the system that has been created by your leaders. This is absolutely top-notch, elite-level trainings and programs to help you build a massive business and get to where you want to go in your life.
And he does it again. He's more predictable than an older, wealthy white guy paying for a younger girlfriend 40 years his junior. Apparently all the good company names have been taken. Jifu sounds like a knockoff version of peanut butter you give to your dog. Some context for the next video: in case you haven't seen my video on iMarketsLive, they changed their name to Iovia as a rebranding effort now that they've been caught.
Society partnered up with the greatest company on the planet, Iovia, and today's topic is what it means to be independent business owner, an IBO. Now,
this was like 3 weeks ago.
What company has the best chance and potential to become the next billion-dollar brand? It's pretty clear and easy to see that it is Gifu, Jifu. So
I honestly cannot express how hard I was laughing at this video the first time I saw it. Alex is borderline illiterate because Jifu is literally 4 letters. How do you mess that up? It's 4 letters.
They know that, we don't play around, and I really don't mess around. It's like if I didn't believe this was the next billion-dollar brand disruptor in the industry, I wouldn't do it. I told you guys a couple nights ago, I was this close of just retiring from network marketing and just living my life as a human being.
Alex is like Aaron Rodgers threatening retirement if he can't find the perfect role. Except when they both go on an ayahuasca trip, only one tries to recruit the healer into his opportunity.
And now this guy's blowing up, okay? Look, your results should indicate who you really are. You agree with that?
Results always tell the truth.
Well, the results of his life are that he's constantly promoting scams, getting sued, then jumping to the next MLM right before the previous company goes belly up. The Vegas odds of him doing this again are currently minus 450.
Traditional network marketing companies, people are in this thing for years to hit levels that people are doing next. It's crazy.
I'll give him credit, his work ethic is unquestioned. I just wish it went towards something valuable to society, not detrimental.
And this gentleman gets brought on stage, he's wearing a red jacket, and he says $1 million a month. I make $1 million a month, and he was selling coffee. And I said $1 million, and I wrote it down, and everyone around me said, dude, he's the only one that makes $1 million a month in the whole world of this industry. Like, no one does what he does. No one can do what he does. He's literally Michael Jordan. And I'm like, in my own mind, I said, okay, well, I'm going to build my self-image to $1 million a month. And it didn't happen next year. It didn't take 2 years, but 4 years later, I had $1 million a month.
Alex may have made a lot of money, but remember that ethics matter more than income. Alex has always known that he wasn't a distributor of a product. He was leveraging people's desperation into a fantasy of being financially free in order for him to make money. He got rich doing it, but notice how everything he touches is declared a pyramid scheme. He's sued in a massive complaint, and then he bolts to another scam when times get tough. That's why him calling people cowards is a bit hypocritical. Thanks for watching.